What is up, guys? It's your boy TC back with another video. So the season has come to an end, and of course we are entering what I do call silly season, and that's in the fact of transfer rumours. So as you can see from the title from this particular video, we will be discussing a silly transfer rumour in my own opinion, and that will be in regards to Pierre Emerick-Aubameyang. So as far as I'm aware, Pierre Emerick-Aubameyang is not for sale from Arsenal Football Club whatsoever, but reports are suggesting that Real Madrid are interested in our player. So of course we know that he recently won the Golden Boot. Of course this was shared amongst two other players in the form of Mane as well as Salah, but he obviously ended up getting 31 goals plus during this whole season. So of course that will certainly attract other teams, namely the bigger teams than Arsenal, of course. So we know the situation at Real Madrid at the moment. They're lacking goals, they're lacking creativity, they're lacking in a lot of areas as far as I'm aware, but they are out on the hunt for a replacement for Cristiano Ronaldo, who is a player that they have failed to replace since he departed. I do believe they got Vinicius Jr. to join in the summer, last summer that is, but he hasn't hit the ground running whatsoever. It doesn't cut it. He is not like Ronaldo, and he's not the player that they were looking for. Gareth Bale as well, his standards have certainly dipped. This season was marred by injury as well, but he wasn't able, or he hasn't been able to fill those boots that were departed or left by Cristiano Ronaldo. So it's a void that they're looking to fill. Karim Benzema is getting old as well. He's 31 years old and he got 29 goals in all competitions this season. So they are certainly looking and are on the hunt for a replacement. The name that's floating around, or the name that apparently Zinedine Zidane wants to replace Cristiano Ronaldo, will be the 30-year-old Arsenal striker, Pierre Emerick-Aubameyang. Personally, I can't see this move taking place. It's going to be an extremely hard move for them to pull off, purely because he will command a huge transfer fee. Of course, they have the money. They can afford to buy someone like Pierre Emerick-Aubameyang, and essentially he will certainly go into Real Madrid and slot into their team straight away, but I can't see Arsenal being able to sell this particular player. If we want to progress and improve within the next couple of years or so, I highly recommend obviously building a team around Pierre Emerick-Aubameyang. He has formed a wonderful partnership with Lacazette, and I can't really see the club going ahead and pushing this move through. Of course, he's 30 years old, a high earner, one of the highest earners at the club. Of course, I do believe he will fall under the Mesut Ozil bar that was set at 350k, but him and other players such as Mkhitaryan are quite high earners at the club. So if an offer was put forward, then the money that's being talked about, or the fee that's being discussed, is within the region of about £80 million. That's a lot of money, and would the club be tempted to sell? Of course, as mentioned, Golden Boot winner in the Premier League, as also the fact that he scored us 31 plus goals this season in all competitions. Will the club be tempted to sell? It's very likely that they will be tempted. They'll get rid of his wages, and of course that money can be ploughed elsewhere. If rumours are true that we do have a minimal transfer budget, then that money can hopefully be put straight back into the club, of course, in terms of transfers. So let me just take a look. Here's a comment. So it says here, so how many years was he at Dortmund? And they could have got him. Shows you the exposure you get when you're moving to a bigger club. Rising 101. So of course, yeah, got a lot of exposure by playing in the Premier League, a much bigger stage. But a move supposedly for Aubameyang to Real Madrid was meant to take place a few years ago, but that never materialised, and Real Madrid really never pursued him. I was watching Sky Sports over here in the UK not too long ago, in the last week or so, And one of the pundits on the channel was actually saying, why didn't the bigger clubs go for him? He'd always been linked with other clubs, essentially in every single transfer window, but none of the other clubs were brave enough to actually sanction a move for Aubameyang. So that's something that we'll possibly never ever know, Rising 101, but that would be my answer to that particular question. Obviously, as mentioned, bigger clubs will come sniffing around like the Real Madrids, but I can't see this move materialising. Other reports are coming out suggesting that Arsenal will offer him, as well as, like I said, bigger deals. Aubameyang's contract does come to an end in 2021, so they will certainly start thinking about securing him and tying him down onto another contract, if you like. So in 2021, the guy will be 32. How much more of an extension can he get? Maybe up until 34, so possibly they will probably give him a contract that will run up until 2023. Would he be able to perform up until the age of 34 at the same level? That's a question that can't be answered. However, nowadays in football, it's more about sciences and how the individual looks after themselves, in my own opinion. Players like Cristiano Ronaldo are a great example. The Brighton captain was 38, going on to 39 up until the end of this Premier League season, and he's actually just retired. So you can play up until the latter stages of your 30s, really, nowadays in terms of football. Another comment from Dimbona, Eric Tai. I'll sell for $200 million. I don't know if Real Madrid will be willing to pay $200 million for Aubameyang, but of course he's going to command a huge transfer fee, in my own opinion. Of course, this is a developing story. I will certainly try and keep you updated as much as possible throughout the whole summer. Will the player want to move as well? I'm not too sure. I don't believe the player would want to move. It seems as if he has struck some good friendships with some of the players in the team, such as Lacazette, Guendouzi. So the French-speaking bunch, the younger bunch, if you want to call them that, it does seem to as if he has struck some good friendships with them. But as mentioned, it is a developing story. As usual, please do let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. So once again, guys, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm out.